Suicide is the 11th leading cause of death in the United States, taking nearly 50,000 lives across our country each year. That's according to the CDC. And for National Suicide Prevention Month, we're breaking down some of the common myths surrounding suicide and showing you the resources available. Joining us today to help with this, we have Amy Ostrand with Hagera Health. Thanks so much for being on with us.
Thank you so much.
Those are certainly some staggering statistics. Have we seen a change in recent years? Are those numbers going up or are we making progress?
Unfortunately, we are not making enough progress. I mean, suicide is a very common, as you mentioned, every 11 minutes, someone dies by suicide in the United States. And that number, unfortunately, is growing the wrong direction.
I know fairly recently they started the suicide prevention hotline. It's an easy number similar to 911. How often, though, are people with suicidal thoughts reaching out for help or having those discussions beforehand?
I think people need to be more aware. The suicide crisis line is 988. It's been around for 2 years. It is growing, but it is not utilized enough. People need to talk about it. They need to know what resources. They can call, they can text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for help.
Absolutely. Do those who are considering suicide typically show any warning signs? I mean, more often, are you hearing from family, friends, loved ones, we had no idea? Or, you know, in retrospect, there were some things that they wish they would have honed in on a bit more?
Yeah, that's a great question. 80% of the time, people that attempt suicide do have some kind of warning signs. So you hear a lot of people say, I had no idea. I didn't know my loved one was struggling.
But maybe they didn't know what to look for.
Right, right. Changes of behavior is a typical sign. Sleeping more, sleeping less, giving things away, saying things like, I feel like I'm a burden, or it doesn't matter, I'm not gonna be here any longer, or just I'm in pain, but not knowing how to say that or who to reach out to.
I'm hoping this next question can give people a little bit of optimism. Are suicidal thoughts always definitive, or can you have someone who struggles for a period of time, comes out on the other side, and you know, their whole outlook changes?
Yeah, suicide prevention is so important. I think giving people hope. A lot of people, it comes and goes. People struggle and then it gets better, especially if they can find resources that are out there. There's so many. I mean, the 988 crisis line, there's so many resources. They can get better and we can give people hope.
Let's elaborate on that a little bit. If this applies to someone who's watching or they know someone who's struggling, what can we do to help ourselves or to help a loved one? What's a resource you recommend?
Step in, save a life, talk about it. We need to bring light into this darkness. Going to places like NAMI or AFSP, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Go to a therapist. Reach out to get help from anybody. Just talk about it is the important first step.
And that 988 number, the goal to get that as ingrained in our minds as 911, because as you said, somebody is always just a call or a text away.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time. We appreciate the information.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.